Now, let's take a look at a very important area, which for you is publishing and approval workflows, settings for who has access to certain photos, and when you would go about allowing parents to be able to view those photos. So, the first thing to note is that when an event is created, it is created as restricted, okay? So unpublished, which basically means nobody has access to it other than the people in the administration area, okay? And we can go and look at some of these items for privacy in this area here, which is instantly accessible via each one of these events. So we can see that by default, when we create an event, it is unpublished. We can then set it to be restricted so that it is only available to, let's say, a school, which is one of our premier partners, or it's available to anyone on the internet, which essentially means that you can send out a link to people and they can access these photos. And you can set passwords for that. So it's saying, hey, consider setting a password. So you can set that on or you can set that off. Okay. And it's suggested a password there. So let's go and see what a parent might see in this situation so that we can understand how some of these areas work. So if I come into the gallery, and I'm going to share the event gallery. I'm going to copy the link. So this is a link that parents might have access to if you shared the gallery. Now we can see an event here called Drama Club 2025. Now I'm going to go back into my events here, and I'm going to come to the Drama Club 2025 event, and I'm going to update its privacy to be unpublished. Okay. Now, when I go back to the parent view, you'll see that this disappears. Okay. So this event is no longer accessible to anybody, to your parents, and nobody can find it. It is simply available within here. And you can see the icon has been changed, and there's a little pop-up that says it's unpublished. Okay. Other events here, these are restricted. These are restricted. Okay. So, so that's good. So what we're going to do now is change these settings again. And I'm going to say it's available to anyone on the internet, but it's going to be a password of, call it P4, right? So now we're going to go back to the parent experience and we're going to view this again, and you'll see our event now appears. And it's going to come in and it's going to say, you need a password to unlock this event. Now we have this here, as I explained earlier, it's filled in the password to make it easy for the admin to gain access to these areas. If you were a parent coming in here, this would not be filled in, okay? And I can unlock these photos, all right? So let's go in now and have a look. So that's how we set publishing settings and passwords. So what would happen now if I am the marketing communications person and a load of people have uploaded photos into the drama club? I would first of all make sure that this event is unpublished to start off with, because I, as the marketing communications, want to come in and quickly review the photos from this. So I'm going to quickly come in and go to the end of term party. And I can see that there's a few photos here that I don't necessarily want parents to have access to. Now, they currently don't have access to this event at all because it's unpublished, okay? So what I can do is I can actually hide a few of these photos from view of the parents. So this is my admin area, and you'll see these photos here. They're quite striking photos. I'm going to hide those. Okay. You can see at the bottom here, each one of these photos has been hidden. Okay, so I might be ready to publish this now to the parents. So what I would do is I would come here. I would make it. I could make it restricted, but for the sake of this, I will turn the password off and go here. Okay. Now we're going to review all the drama club photos. So I'm going to come into here again. It's not going to ask for a password this time, but it is going to have restricted a whole range of those photos. Okay. Um, so it's showing me here as admin again that these are not for view by anybody else. If you had a parent come in here, they would not be able to see these photos, but the system is showing you as administrator that those have been hidden from the parent view. And I would have to log out as an admin, then go in as a parent to see that those are no longer available. Okay. What I can also do, and you might have seen it whilst we were in there, is go into here and I could actually select these and delete them if I wanted to as well. I could come in here and just delete them. Okay. But because I've hidden all of these, I can now unhide them if I want to. Those appear and I'd be able to see all of those photos again. I can also do this by clicking on the photo and coming into the lightbox. This gives you a better example of the photo here, and I can just hide it or unhide it or delete it or download it from within here. So I can do this with any photos. I can just move forward in those photos just using my left and right arrows, and I can choose to hide or unhide any of those photos. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how you might do your approval workflow process, get people to upload to your events with it in unpublished mode, which is the default mode for an event. Then have a look over some of the photos, make sure you're okay with them, hide any that you want to, and then set this either restricted if you're a schoolbox school, or you can have it accessed via a password protection to people. Thanks very much.